Hello everyone, welcome back to the Outer Worlds 2. So we are at the end of the game pretty much. And I'll be honest, I looked through all the quests I have. I have Valerie's side quest. Don't know if it's worth doing it. I'm sure I missed a lot. I did this in the first game as well. When I hit the level cap for the first time, I just immediately was like, I don't even want to finish. I want to finish the game, but I don't even want to like do the rest of the side quests. I'm kind of just like whatever, especially like these small ones, like the tasks and crap. This is realistically is going to have almost nothing to do with the story. It might, maybe, but who knows? But I think I'm just going to end it. I'm going to save right here, and what I'm going to do, depending on how long the ending is, if it's like the first game where it's kind of like talks about how things kind of continue afterwards, and if it's not too long, I have an idea of like what'll probably like something that'll 100% change the outcome dramatically, and I'm gonna try them. I want to see if I can do some wacky stuff to like kind of just ruin everything, but we'll see. Yeah, well, let's just do it then. Would you like to save? Yes. Well, I guess it's save twice, whatever. I think it's massive, holy cow. So it says Horizon Point has reappeared. Did they use the rift?
Horizon Point Station is still in the process of being reconstituted. The rift itself is also more unstable than ever. As a result, landing closer to the location of the Protectorate's large-scale rift anomaly modulator is not possible.
Yeah, okay,
in order to modify it with the rift data you processed in the archive, you will need to travel to its location on foot and seize it from Protectorate control.
Who's responsible for this? Probably the
readings
Protectorate.
from the modulator can be traced to the Sovereign's flagship, Providence, hovering on the far side of the station. Hypothesizing. Given Protectorate hierarchy and the recent announcement about the Sovereign's mental refreshment, this is likely the Consul's doing. He will need to be stopped.
But to what end is he working here? The Consul I once knew would never act so recklessly.
It'll be easy breaking the Sovereign's personal flagship.
Fortunately, the Providence is not equipped with exterior weaponry. If you can reach the ship, you should find no obstacles to boarding it. This unit urges moving quickly. The rift is growing dangerously unstable. Using the rift modulator on board the Providence is the only way to prevent destruction of the colony. While the Order and Auntie's Choice have sent their forces to assist you in intercepting the modulator, it will take time for them to navigate the station. It seems Agent DeVries is also here, Commander. She sent word that she, quote, knew you wouldn't be able to stay away either and is ready to finish what she started, end quote.
My business with the Consul is deeply personal, and I have made my distrust for DeVries known. I must be brought along to judge the former and reserve judgment for the latter.
Once the modulator is secured, it may be used to close the rift and save Arcadia and all those in its orbit. There is minimal room for error, Commander. Good luck.
Wait, so is DeVries saying like she wants to freaking you know, do the bad stuff? I don't know. Whatever.
We should keep moving, Commander.
Okay. I can't. I thought.
No, now's not the time.
Okay.
Just waiting on your orders, Commander.
Close.
Whenever you're
The
ready.
rift.
It's magnificent.
I forget. She's like obsessed with
We've
it.
done what we came to do. It's finally time. I shall soon be reborn into perfection. Thank you for bringing me here.
Okay. I think I want to take Niles, and I would like to take Tristan. I think I'm gonna take Niles and Tristan. I don't know. I kind of wish you could take all of them for this. I don't get why you wouldn't be able to. Like, that doesn't make sense. But whatever. Holy cow.
As if the rift's not hair-raising enough? Something about those soldiers up ahead's got my spine tingling. There she is, the Providence. I'd have sacrificed pay to build a ship like that back on Triangulum.
It's very weird looking. Guessing that's the rift modulator that is exploding right now. Can I do anything to this? Uh-huh. Oh, reconstituted. I just realized, yeah. It brought him back to life? That's wild. That's actually sick. Hey, I was in here.
That kid feels like straying into a dream.
Yeah.
Bad kind.
I cannot begin to imagine what you went through after departing this place. But know this. The commander and I stand readily by your side. We shall slay this nightmare together.
Ah, hey. Support's appreciated. Can't have much to fear with an arbiter at our side, right?
Are we gonna find, I forget what their names are, but the other people who died? Probably. I'm keeping this bad boy out. No, the other one. This one. I'm keeping this thing out. Dislodge power core. Melee 13. I don't know why I'm exploring now. What, can I? There you go. Okay, apparently I can't shoot that person. Holy cow, what just destroyed me? Oh.
Is an affront against the architect, against the nature of all things. We must bring an end to this immediately.
The thing I'm like, I want to explore because they've done a lot here. Like there's a lot of things that are just kind of here. Did one of you guys do N-ray damage? Because I mean, it might just be because they're reconstituted, but still. I remember this spot. They went to the right. Thanks, I guess. All right. Would it be different if I chose to go to the right? Would I be able to go to the right there? Because I chose to go to the left.
Let us hope that whatever architect forsaken logic operates within this place does not fail us.
Mm-hmm.
Attention! This is your Auntie calling. Per our agreement, Auntie's choice support ships, including the fine print, the contingency plan, and the upper hand, are headed your way.
Nice.
Forces are on a similar trajectory.
We've support in spades. The consul must be quirking in his boots.
Not sure I trust our shield to hold it against that class. Let's find another way around.
Uh-huh. Well.
Thought my plasma shower days were behind me when I left Triangle.
Plasma shower? Huh? We better rendezvous with some of the troops? Maybe? Oh, it's something.
Seems Val was correct. That was correct. There's your traitor ship. Let us hope we have not granted her a second chance to stab us in the back.
Hey. I will kill you if you do anything stupid. No. Spectre would be horrified to learn that the long buried journals of Arcadia's first bishop have been liberated by an Earth Director agent, and with good reason. The matriarch apparently regarded Arcadia as an experiment to determine if an yeah, egalitarian utopia could endure the test of time. To the bishop's dismay, the matriarch's ultimate conclusion was no. She was adamant that hubris and ambition would be the protectorate's downfall, despite the guidance and promises made to our people. It amazes me that such a genius as the matriarch could ignore the fact that absolute power corrupts absolutely until it was far too late. Now it's up to us to stop everything her wretched legacy has wrought. Well.
This is Augustine de Vries, formerly of the Earth Directorate. Consider this a recording for posterity. The Consul of the Protectorate is responsible for the twisted wreckage of this station. It is my hope that whatever you find here will save the rest of the galaxy from this fate. Know that I did my level best to stop him. But if you are listening, it is likely I have failed in my mission. Yet again. For that, I am sorry.
Okay. Well, he's not there. It's so weird that they're coming back to life. I mean, it's not really like they know. Who am I getting shot at from? Oh. What? There's a loser behind us. There's a good chance I never actually... I can't. I never actually gave Tristan his final mod kit. Maybe I did, I can't remember. But I don't think I did.
Medics and pharmaceutical provisions incoming. And we're right behind them with a delivery of Auntie's Choice finest supplies. Soon you'll say, that is better than nature.
Forward! Forward! Destroy these abominations! Adjusting calculations. Hold fire on our allies.
Whoa. Oh shoot! Is it? Oh, there's a carpet one. I thought it was a root. Okay. Run away! He's running. That it? Do I need to? Okay. Okay. What way does it want me to go? It wants me to go that way. Can I make that jump? I can. Alright, what's over here? Oh no, this is where they blew up. Ooh. Yeah. This is where our old crewmates blew up and died. That's not good. I go this way.
Supplies and medical attention are available to you, Commander. Please proceed.
Okay. That's pretty neat. Was that good armor? I just realized that I don't have good armor on right now. Where is it? Where is my armor? Right there. I'm gonna put this back on. All right, what's going on over here? It would be cool if Helen.
That sounds like Helen? No. No, it couldn't be.
Holy cow, I was right. I was correct. Helen.
Get away from me. See them? They were my teammates and they didn't listen neither. You'll end up just the same.
Helen? It's me, Niles.
Wait, Rookie? Commander? Is that you? No, this must be some kind of trick. Oh, what's happening to me?
Commander Mikey, commander of the Incognito, your friend. I wish I had that. Whatever. It's me, Helen.
So it is you. Thank law. I don't understand what happened, Commander. Something was wrong with Sandoval and Jepson. They glowed like they were aflame. They ran in, jumped at me, clawed at me. Law, I had to kill them.
Oh, Helen. That's awful. But you were only defending yourself. I'd have done no different.
Dang.
I don't understand what's happening.
Okay, so some people are like going absolutely crazy from this. What's the last thing you remember from the mission?
Till the explosion. I was pinned. Fire closed in. I tried to move. I tried to find the rookie. Then the whole station shook and tore apart. And then... nothing.
She was alive when the rift engulfed the station. That's how she's here now. We could have saved her, Commander. We could have done something.
Wait. There was something else. Sandoval was yelling. DeVries wasn't responding to comms. What happened? Don't tell me the situation got too fluid for you, DeVries. That it?
Certainly not. I was focused on the objective, as every one of your crew should have been. Isn't that right, Commander?
Yeah. Something tells me that ain't quite true.
DeVries sabotaged our mission.
This is not the time. Can't you see she's...
No. Shut up, DeVries. Law, I knew something was the matter. Tell me. Tell me everything.
She caused that explosion to slow us down, and then she destroyed the station.
Val and I tried looking for you while the commander went on ahead, but DeVries never intended for us to finish the mission. We barely escaped the station before she destroyed it.
And that is only because I had critical information. The consequences for leaving these people to their devices would have been catastrophic. I had to stop them.
Oh, so what you did wasn't catastrophic? You betrayed the Earth Directorate. Us.
It's the Protectorate who deserve your ire. They are the cause of all of this. Void, they're the reason you're now here, in some mockery of existence.
So I'm not really alive. Is that what you're saying? And you tell me DeVries caused all this, but here you are, standing by her, like nothing is wrong? How can I trust any of this? It doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't, really. The Protectorate are planning something worse, and DeVries is helping me stop them.
Stop speaking in circles. What are they doing?
It's called Reconstitution. The Protectorate are trying to put the whole station back to how it was before it was destroyed. You included. But it's failing.
So I've come back from death to some warped version of life? All because of some twisted experiment? Is that about right? I assume you got a plan to help me? You do, don't you?
I guarantee if I had science 20, I could help. Yes, I can reserve this if you give me time.
How much time? With the way I'm bleeding out, I ain't sure how long I can hold on.
I've got to get through the Protectorate first, but I'll be back as soon as I can.
Go bring the fight to those bastards.
I wonder if I can actually save her. I bet I need medical 20 and science 20 somehow.
It's come down to leaving you. Again.
Don't look so glum, rookie. You ain't getting rid of me so easy.
Agent Pascal, allow me to stay with you for a moment, to keep an eye on your wounds. Just until the commander returns.
She's gonna kill her.
All right. Maybe you can patch me up some, if things take a turn. But just know this don't absolve you of shit. Hurry back, huh? I'll keep the porch light on.
She's gonna kill the DeVries, which won't really make me that mad. Being honest, don't really care. I don't know what way I need to go. Okay, regroup with allies.
These soldiers look even more hideous than our crafting experiments.
Okay, party upgrades. Here we go. Okay. It gains a shock emitter attachment, causing continuous shock damage around him. Cool. He also has increased damage. Gains a flamethrower and also has significantly, of course I want that one. Grants bonus damage based on Tristan's armor value, also increases the effectiveness of his armor. Immunity to all AoE damage. Sure, why not? Holy cow, he's glorious. Look at him. Didn't have anything for Niles? No, okay. And then can you guys actually level up? You can. I'm just gonna do random ones. I don't really know. I don't care to read through it, just very quickly. That one looks cool. Okay.
You with
Hold clear. You may approach, Commander. We've got supplies at the ready.
Cool.
Initial observations conclude that the subject does not possess major ailments, just as I predicted. You appear to have suffered any treatments or supplies you may require are complimentary at the request of
Hail me.
Well, you should notice an improvement. May the number.
Cool. Thank you. Okay.
Oh,
Nothing?
Step right up. I say usually because Auntie has declared no catch. Well, technically I'm barred from practicing medicine in Arcadia. Auntie herself reversed the ban.
Do you know what you're
It's all
doing?
a technicality.
No, whatever.
I
Don't care.
have been fully certified.
In that case, never mind. Okay, I guess I can't. Okay.
Step up and take again. Such a moment calls for a once-in-a-lifetime deal, wouldn't you say?
Thank you. I'll take a look. Cool. Whatever. Okay. I'm just grabbing it all. Oh, we're doing that again. Have I gotten anything cool from this? More magazine size. Anything bigger than 60% magazine size? I don't think so. Oh, armor rating. Anything more than 22? That also has 22. Okay. That's actually pretty good. This armor's cool, but I think this armor's better, if I'm being honest. Also, it matches, so, you know. Interesting.
I mean, apart from the whole rendering space-time a Sunday. And look there. That rover looks inbound for the skip labs.
What rover? Oh. I don't know if I was supposed to do that.
These foes have been destroyed once. We shall destroy them again.
Uh-huh. Oh, I was just gonna climb up right here. I'm waiting for like just a massive boss fight. The heck, they just teleported. Unless they're giving me heavy ammo, I don't really care. I don't really think these guys... Oh, heavy rounds. Oh. I have so much money. I don't know why. Every time I play these games, I'm always very adverse to buying stuff. Because, I mean, so the first game, you would level up your gun using bits. So it makes sense that I would want to keep the bits then, whereas now you don't. So I have like 50,000 bits and I barely bought anything. It just doesn't make sense. Are any of the other dudes gonna be alive? No, she killed them, never mind. Which is unfortunate. What's in here? Okay. Joint actuator. Disable power. Cool.
Rift. Is that plasma?
Oh, they just teleported.
I wouldn't recommend getting close.
If we gallivant about, we might find a solution to this problem. Or at least a path less likely to have us torn asunder.
Yeah. Okay. I see. Hollow trench shotgun. Can I? Oh, I need lockpick 18. AIDS.
This is scientist Bernard Rand, sent to Horizon.
Oh, it cancels it. Does it fully? Does it? Yeah, it does. Can I pick it up again? No. How do I? Ugh. Codex. Logs. What? Audio right here. First one. Field note. There we go.
Bernard Rand, sent to Horizon Point Station by order of the Consul. While monitoring the Reconstitution, I picked up strange readings in the old skip lab. The core appears to be pulling plasma tightly around it, not unlike a planet and its moons. Fascinating, though it thwarts my attempts to gather more data. Fortuitously, in searching the remains of the lab, I found an equation that could manipulate the core just enough to clear the chamber. And my way to professional acclaim. Let this be a record of Protectorate ingenuity. Bernard Rand, the man who marched fearlessly into chaos and tamed it.
And then he's dead right there. Yep. Yep. Oh wait, I want to look at this. Want to look at it? Let's see. Equation processing. No information. So he didn't get the equation correct, or he, yeah, probably didn't get the equation correct. Maybe someone wrote it down wrong. Move. Yeah, it's definitely. I'm surprised they don't allow you to have all your companions here. I understand it'd get a little crowded, but it'd be a lot better. I don't know. Right here. That's a long equation. A complex and partially incomplete equation that seems to be related to the rift.
It would appear we face down a more fearsome foe than ever before. Pure mathematics.
I bet if I had Marisol here, she would 100% just be able to rip it apart. Be like, well, it's just missing a couple digits here and there, and then you're done. What is this? Solve the holy cow. Science 18. I'm not that smart.
Incomplete. I like a brain teaser as much as the next fella, but this might be beyond my skill set.
Yeah.
I can't hear orders.
I shall reduce them to a slur.
Did he kill that person? So they're like, I think they're made of like pure N-rays right now. Like legit. Because I kill them, unless magically I do N-ray damage. Or maybe Niles does N-ray damage, but they keep exploding into it. Breath of the Sovereign Platinum, a primer that grants an unconditional small instant health. Cool. I haven't really looked at any of the primers I have, and they're not, like, they're all pretty good, so I'm just kind of like, whatever. I just have one, and I'm just going to stick with it. Is this just to sneak around? That's all it is. I don't care. I'm going to run around all willy-nilly. Oh. I have one less lockpick than I need. It's so annoying.
Anyone would be able to solve the equation. It would be the Sovereign.
Is he really that smart? Follows notes. What did they know? Something cool.
We
Didn't learn anything.
by the Sovereign's grace. Our accomplishments are his own. If he wished to take credit for a punishment I meted out, I would be delighted.
Okay.
I should have
I know.
expected that my Sovereign would have solved such a complex equation himself. What a brilliant
18 again.
Best to get this equation inputted.
Why it? I wonder if it's one of those things where it just is like one above what I have, just to piss me off. Okay, any ammo? Take you. What else? You know, I'm just gonna buy it all, just to buy it all. Waiting to buy the rockets because it'll be expensive. 11,000 bits. Yeah, rockets are so expensive. They'd be so fun to use, but they're way too expensive. Equation, input, stabilization, equation. Initiate test. No, this is the scientist that died.
My vision was starting to swim for a moment there.
Uh-huh. Anything else? I don't think so. Weird. I also, is there anything I could have done? I mean, probably not with like the console and stuff. I don't think so. I have something for this. I have something for this. Oh, it did hit him. Okay, I was like, what? It just didn't one-tap him because of the sneak attack damage. Didn't hit it. Alright. Anything? I highly doubt it's gonna randomly give me a secret weapon here. Maybe, it might. It'd be a little annoying because it's like then you can't really use it other than here. But whatever. Crazy. Oh, okay. Well, see you guys.
Attention. Please report to intake for processing.
Oh, they have a vending machine. That's surprising. What exactly am I gonna use? So I have this bad boy. I'm not gonna use you because I'm just not. So what should I switch it out for? Do something with some high DPS. What about? Should do the shrink ray. I'm gonna do the shrink ray just for fun because I bet I'm gonna have to be in a boss fight with the console, and I kind of want to use it on him. I haven't used it on anyone. I never, even in the first game, I would give it to my companions because it was funny, but. You know, that's what I miss about the first game is being able to give your companions weapons. It's actually pretty fun because you could give them some just like there wasn't really a whole lot of weapons like there is in this game, like special weapons I should say, but there were a couple, and giving them the shrink ray was actually super fun. All right, what is this? Unseal hangar doors. Messages. Override by the console, whatever.
Intruder alert. Be vigilant. Strange bedfellows indeed.
I wonder. That didn't work. Oh, he tiny now. Holy cow, he's puny. Oh. Holy cow, she's here. But if I didn't do that body thing, she wouldn't be here. Did you get out of my way? Hi.
Join me. We have important business to discuss. Come, quickly now.
Okay.
Well, glad you finally jimmied that open. Things are getting appreciably worse out there. We're running out of time to seize the rift and force it into corporeal insolvency. The presiding bishop wished for me to relay a message to you. Why she couldn't send her own courier, I couldn't say, but I'll attempt to simplify. The rift modulator is on the science deck, 1 floor up. Deck access is restricted without proper credentials. Imagine that twice as long and in the form of a distance problem. That means, of course, you'll either need to pilfer an access card, swindle some daft sod out of it, or find some other way around the deck restrictions.
Got any ideas?
I shouldn't know. Perhaps search the pockets of those you've killed, Or find an air duct to shimmy through, or a staircase to climb.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind. But is this all the support you brought? Whatever, thanks.
We'll hold here to ensure you aren't flanked by reinforcements as you delve deeper in. Don't fritter away your lives cheaply now. I've made a significant...
Yeah, I know. Okay, well, where are the bodies? Oh, wait, I was confused for a second. Well, can I even loot anybody? I highly doubt I'll actually get anything, but you never know. Oh, no. Santy's choice. The little body. Ah. Oh, shoot. Why is, like, some Russian freaking, like, national anthem playing? Okay, you.
This unit is rated to address any of your needs. If your needs are emotional, rest assured that any silences on this unit's behalf are accepting and understanding. Please make a request.
Whatever.
Displaying.
I don't know what my character... one of the questions is, why do I have to purchase munitions? You never told me to purchase them. Micro reflex shock assault rifle. Okay. Oh, they're all following me. That's actually kind of sick. Oh, they are. Do you have the gloomerang? You kind of do. Oh, quartermaster acquisition ship. Hi.
Please keep any and all. How might this unit bolster or reduce? Request.
Cool. Scientist Winfred Winifred. Appointment. Both from our duties necessary. Okay. What the heck? That was a little light in there. Move! Oh my goodness! Well, I got a quartermaster thing. So does that allow me to open this? Oh, it is open. Okay. So I'm trying to go up, right? Yeah. Oh, the science deck. I need science deck access. Can I just not? There we go. I'm probably gonna get like crew or command access or whatever before that. You never know. Engineer 13. Yep. It seems like lockpick, engineer, and like science are like the best and stuff.
Right, Commander?
I mean, there's nothing else. Oh, here we go.
What's going on down there, Deck 01? I saw an intruder alert.
No alert here, cadet. Might want to check your systems.
Acknowledged. This intercom is to be used for emergencies only. Misuse of this intercom will result in prompt arrest and correction of the perpetrator. Now, how can I assist you, Deck 01?
Hope a medical emergency counts. Sick boy Automech needs to meet with scientist Wu.
Again? I shall send her down right away. But this is becoming a daily occurrence, and I will see such slothfulness reflected on her record.
Good dial teacher for not working through the pain like the rest of us.
Exactly right. Think I enjoy sitting here, fielding inane requests day after day? But I remind you that gossip is strictly prohibited over this channel. Over and out.
Okay. So, it's heavily restricted. What? Scientist.
So, sorry, I have an appointment to keep.
Okay, you're not worried about the Order and Auntie's Choice soldiers running around with all the... I guess there's not really any dead bodies over here. Where are you? Yeah, keep going. I don't know what's... like, why this is important, but apparently it is. Am I gonna learn anything, or can I...
I'm here for my treatment, doctor, but there's another pain that I can't take anymore. In my mind. My fortitude and focus. Please, let me get release from this life. You know, it's against code to impede me from seeking medical treatment.
How might this unit bolster or reduce your
Does it follow appointment here?
patient confidentiality is currently
Going like a very secure unit, disable doctor-patient confidentiality.
Scientist Winifred Wu is currently suffering from
Lock.
subject must receive regular injections of saline solution or will
So,
sorry, I have an appointment to keep.
do I need to kill this chick? Okay, I understand what I was supposed to do. Do I? I can't. Did I already take it? Did I already take it? Nope, I didn't. I'm gonna have to kill her. Move, 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 move. I can't. Okay, well, that's unfortunate.
I know we must save Arcadia at all costs, but killing an unarmed scientist in cold blood, surely better than this.
Nope. Nope. I'm here.
Good that we went through the rigmarole of acquiring that scientist's credentials. If we choose to keep from arbitrating the local scientists, we may be able to gather information on where the consul's modulator is stationed.
Did you not hear the intruder alert from the crew deck? This is a very poor time to be loitering somewhere you should not. You'd best present a very convincing reason for your presence, lest I order our automechs to smear you across the floor.
Step aside. I must inspect the rift modulator immediately.
Oh, I apologize for my tone. One cannot be too cautious these days. You understand. Please don't let me keep you. Speak with Chief Scientist Montserrat in the rift chamber. He'll help you get situated. I would appreciate it if you did not mention my tenor to him.
No, I'm done. I can see you're simply passionate about your work.
Of course. The consul.
Yeah, whatever. Shut up.
Montserrat asserts that this.
Yeah, cool. Whatever. Don't care. What in the heck? This place is wild.
Look at the size of the rift modulator. Seems we shan't be using it. Not without commandeering the whole of the ship. Let us see what we can unearth regarding it.
Chief scientist aboard the Providence with expertise to recognize that an impossible request is just that, impossible. You know that this plan of reconstitution is doomed to fail. Do not be crippled by your desire for self-preservation any longer. You must convince our leaders that what they seek is folly. When the time is right, take the schematics and your report from the module in the rift modulator chamber. Attached are the access credentials to the command deck. No more excuses. Stand before the console and speak the truth for once in your matriarch given life. Okay. Do I want to talk to this guy? Probably.
I was notified that you were here, though my fellow scientists seemed rather confused as to why. Unsurprisingly. What exactly was it that you needed? I'm rather short on time, as a gander outside might tell you.
I need to access the rift modulator urgently. Can you help? Let's see.
We all have urgent needs, and mine is to keep my lab and hopefully the rest of this system from falling apart. I need the modulator for my own analysis. You can wait.
At least answer this. The IRC had some troubling findings regarding raw data in rifts. Can you verify them?
IRC. I did not realize you were a colleague of sorts. We haven't shared much of our findings with your branch, I'm afraid. But our results do match. Raw data from whatever a rift engulfs is preserved, yes, but the essence of a thing is not.
That's why they
A
attacked
sense of
Helen.
self, for example, is lost.
Helen's gonna kill DeVries, which I'm not
There
gonna
is
be
no
mad
proof
about, but
that
you know.
such data can be stabilized or even edited. The consul's plan is futile, completely. But he no longer listens.
Is this where
which is distressing.
the Sovereign died? Was from this?
How the very structure of the modulator makes what we're attempting impossible. But I doubt he will pay it much mind.
A report that contains information on constructing rift modulators, you say?
Yes, but as I said, I fear the report won't do any good.
Oh, I'll force him. I can be very persuasive both with words and with weapons.
Pretend that you did not utter that last part.
Uh-huh.
But if you're even half as confident as you seem, perhaps you can convince the consul to see reason.
I don't have enough science, so he's probably... I'm probably gonna end up kill him, but you know. I kind of want to let Tristan judge him, though.
Because if you don't, we're all dead.
Where is the modulator being operated?
Deck up in the control room. The consul is the only one who has the means of controlling it, which makes your persuading him that much more necessary. Go now.
Attention, science deck.
Okay.
Authorized visitor aboard. Do not be alarmed.
Accessing report. Rift restoration analysis. Compiled by Chief Scientist Monserrate. Marked for delivery to Consul Thoreau.
Continue.
Esteemed Consul, after much analysis, my conclusion is that the modulator we have worked tirelessly to build will not function as intended when used for reconstituting matter from rifts. Every test of reconstitution has resulted in demonstrable failure. Proceeding as we are now with Horizon Point Station will surely lead to severe, unanticipated consequences.
What is with everyone, like, everything's failing, but we're gonna just continue anyways? I don't understand this.
Rifts from unsafe distances. Using it to close exacerbated rifts will certainly lead to the destruction of any vessel carrying it. Unfortunately, the data that we originally had hoped for from the ancient rifts detected in the far reaches of space untouched by humanity has not yielded any of its secrets. And we are now out of time. All of our recent readings suggest that we're on the verge of losing control of this rift. I recommend diverting from our current plan before it is too late for Arcadia. I've included extensive notes and annotations appended to the modulator schematics to substantiate these conclusions. I know you will guide us wisely, my dear Consul.
Dictated cartridge with rift modulator schematics. Kill. Run.
The rifts have spawned from unknown reaches? This is more dire than I surmised. But at least we have the means to combat them now.
This is stopper all right. And we'll have to worry about it later.
Let's see, I think the rifts are gonna be a normal thing throughout. If they're making more of these games, that's gonna be like a normal thing. Does it have to be this elevator? Can I not do this one? I'll do this one. I want to shrink the console. Can I save right now? Is that possible? I think I can. I don't want to save while I'm on an elevator, just in case if it bugs out and like puts me underneath the elevator. But I'll wait until I'm gonna walk out of the elevator and save. Because I might be able to convince him, but it might be like I have to choose the right stuff, and I really want to try to convince him. And then I want to also test out not convincing him.
Here before me. Surprised you could outrun these new legs of mine.
They're
what everyone's going to be wearing next fall. Well, I'm here now. Where's the rift modulator?
Downstairs, we have the schematics. We can't operate the modulator until we control the ship.
So Consul Thoreau has everything directly under his control. I'd say that's remarkably competent for the Protectorate, but he is the one who's been pulling their strings all along. Did you find anything else of note?
This isn't a treasure hunt. I'm trying to stop the console and close the rest.
Appreciate your sand.
I don't know what the other one was. I
The
don't
sort
really
of
care.
go-getter attitude I admire. Well, good news, go-getter. The consul's right there through those doors, ready to go get him. You might be savvy enough to talk him down, but his type requires a deft touch. You'll need to break him down brick by brick. If you're too adversarial, he'll simply shut down.
Nothing gives me a bigger thrill than breaking someone's spirit. Push him too far and the big boy will take his toys and go home, huh? I could talk about his people losing faith in his leadership. That'll rattle him. Let's see what she says about that.
Certainly. The doubt you cultivate up front will make him more susceptible to what comes after.
Up front. Okay, so I want to create doubt up front.
As sharp as you appear, be ready to fight.
You may try to reason with the consul, but I suspect it is a worthless effort. Traitors typically only realize their errors through force.
The more we debate, the more time we squander.
Okay, so she's not dead.
Resupply and shore up whatever defenses we have quickly.
What are you doing
If you
here?
have something to say to any of us, Commander? I suggest you say it while you have the chance. No telling what.
Why are you being so mean to me, you freaking dummy? Hey.
This is it, Commander. Only thing standing between us and saving Arcadia is a single dastardly villain.
See, this is what's crappy.
Feels almost quaint after everything else, don't it?
I didn't even get to talk to anyone else.
The moment the Earth Directorate dropped us into the system, liberating Arcadia from its despots.
I didn't get to talk to any of my other companions before this. That's what, like, sucks. I'm not sure any other agents could have come as far as we have. You helped me make this possible.
It is more of a group effort, but you're welcome. You know, back in the day, reading tales of all your daring do's, never could have imagined myself fighting alongside you. Not just as a fellow agent, but also a friend. Funny how life turns out. Right. Enough jawing. Let's show the consul to his reward.
So was I my...
Long past due.
Was my character like DeVries? Because I know DeVries is kind of like a legend in the Earth Directorate. Was my character like that as well? Was I like... Because I was the commander of everyone. So it's like, was my character like that? Probably. Tristan?
So, here we finally stand, at the threshold of the final confrontation with the consul. How I have waited for this moment. There's little doubt that he must be slain. And yet, I wish there were an alternative. He should have to rectify his wrongs and answer to Arcadia's people.
Maybe there's some way we could end this peacefully.
The consul shall have to answer for his deeds. I'll not hear otherwise.
Yeah.
But if you do not seek to simply let him go free, I shall follow your lead as best I can.
Yeah, he should be...
There was a time when all of this, not just confronting the consul, but
be thrown in jail.
Beside you, would have been impossible to consider.
Mentally refreshed, actually. That would be
Let
great.
us proceed. We shall bring the consul to justice together.
You?
We'll succeed in our mission, Commander.
You? No. All right. All right. Let's see. Breakdown. Impact guard. Grab that. If I'm being honest, I'm just gonna shoot him with the big boy. I'll shoot him with this, and then I'll shoot him with the big boy. That'll be funny. Hack 20. Yep. I'm guessing this hack 20 would give me some information that might help me out. Lockpick 20. Yeah. Like I hate that. You can only do what? Like 3 things? You only get 60 skill points, right? Level 30 and you get 2. Yeah. So you can only get 3 things up to 20, which is annoying. Okay, what's up here? Do I want to go in here yet? Oh yeah, this is actually perfect. Okay. Get some dirt on him. Like actually, this is yes. Anything weird? Anything weird? Really? Huh? Nothing? Oh, I hear.
Redactor Essman. Very punctual, good. Don't take a seat. This will be quick. My sentinels tell me you have some interesting ideas. Oh, easy. No need to break into a sweat. Interesting ideas can be useful in the right hands. Especially now that our partnership with the Order has become fraught. We may need our own version of their pacifying doctrine.
Oh, so I do have a germ of an idea. A less grand version of the grand plan. Instead of atoms and particles and such, it's made up of us. All doing our part, like cogs in a machine.
Interesting. A system where every subject believes they have a role to play. Enthusiastic obedience. Why, the Sovereign and I were thinking of this very thing. What should we call it?
Well, I'm not sure. It's still just a germ of a concept, of a hint of an idea, you see. It's a whole new way of thinking. A new model of society. Quite the paradigm shift.
Paradigm. Very good, Esper.
The paradigm.
Say, you look frazzled, troubled by your own thoughts. Why don't you report to mental refreshment? My staff will personally see to your well-being.
Okay. So it's fake.
Soon the consul will
Yeah, I
answer.
can't talk to him. I regret the way we left things after our last meeting. Grandmother always said that if a disagreement ends in shouting and rising tempers, it is wise to look inward at your own ills before proceeding. I hope sincerely that you have done so. While I may not only understand your aims with the Rift research or with using it to our advantage, as you said, I'm willing to acknowledge them as valid. But you must, in turn, understand that my decision is final. It is what is right for my people and my Arcadia and my family. Do not doubt me, friend. I wish you to know that I will cherish your guidance dearly. Perhaps when the war is over, the rest of the letter remains unfinished. Okay. So
Honorable to the last. The consul will pay. He will pay most dearly.
okay. So it was, I'm guessing, a letter to the Sovereign, saying like, look, it had to be done. So yeah, they forced him into mental refreshment. Okay, well, I don't think there's anything else. Yeah, sadly. Alright, I'm actually gonna save it right here.
Never would I ever have believed Auntie Cleo herself would walk through that door. But I haven't time to linger in the novelty. Sentinels, if you would.
Do I appear like someone afraid of a few guns? Give it up, Emery. You've lost this war. Have some dignity. You're coming off desperate.
On the contrary, this desperate action is what will save all of Arcadia and rid it forever of trespassers like you.
Did you also claim you were saving the Sovereign when you stabbed him in the back?
Do not place his decision at my feet. I know it's difficult for the likes of you to fathom the concept of self-sacrifice, but he chose mental refreshment for the good of us all. And what am I to do but carry on his legacy? What am I to do but achieve what he could not?
Try that line somewhere else. You're not my first slimy politician.
I don't doubt that, Commander. Yes, I know well who you are. In any other situation, I might be compelled to take you apart and see how precisely it is you operate, but time, it would seem, isn't on your side. You are a relic of an impotent institution, propelled forward by nothing more than luck and foolhardy metal.
And also my breaking and entering skills. You really ought to beef up security, by the way.
Indeed. Rarely are there enough measures to keep the most tenacious of sprats from gnawing their way in. I've been following your progress closely, you know, since you so unceremoniously caused our Vox relay to crash into Westport. When you began your dealings with the Order and the Corporatists, I thought that perhaps having a chaotic element in their midst could work in our favor. But now you're here, scurrying around my ship and attempting to thwart the Protectorate yet again.
Your ship, huh? Could have sworn I saw a Sovereign's name on it.
You think yourself clever, don't you? The Sovereign is indisposed, leaving myself as the sole custodian of Arcadia. What's his is mine. And the victory I inevitably clench over you, over anyone, will be his in turn, even if he's not here to bask in it.
Then I hope he's ready for disappointment. I never lose.
Such bravado is unbecoming when you can't make good on your promises, Commander. Tell me, did you manage to stop us from bringing your peace talks to a swift end? As I recall, Greater Tranquility was reduced to little more than mangled ruins in a single moment.
You used the peace talks as a test run for this.
It was a modest success. I had hoped it'd hobble Auntie's choice in the Order once and for all, but it has proven to be a valuable lesson in patience. I was able to buy the time to enact the very plan before you. Though, judging from that vacant expression on your face, it would appear you've no idea what I intend.
Visualizing all the ways I want you to pay for nearly killing me. Fine, go ahead and enlighten me.
Very well. Once the rift destroys Arcadia,
So he does want to destroy
the
Arcadia.
information
Okay.
stored within it and use the modulator to reshape our colony into its perfect form. Horizon Point's destruction all those years ago was a tragedy, yes, but without it, we might never have opened our eyes to our true purpose and the possibility of Arcadia's rebirth. When the matriarch
This guy's
discovered
psychotic.
the first skip drive, she set us on a course to elevate humanity. We're now writing our path, and I will do my part as the architect intended.
I already know that the matriarch didn't invent skip drives, bucko.
Intrepid, aren't you? Well, what's relevant is what came after. Our matriarch dissected this skip drive technology, learned its secrets, and enabled us to produce them en masse, which eventually led to the manifestation of rifts.
Why is
But
it such
was
a
not
prevalent
until
thing in
well
games?
after Horizon Point's untimely end that we understood the opportunity gifted us. The opportunity to reconstruct the colony in its perfect form. It is as the Grand Architect designed. And believe you me, I've no intention of letting you thwart our securing of a better future. One free of doubt and greed.
Right one. People consider if you hear me out. Everything happens for a reason. That's your grand philosophy. No. I know you think your plan is the right one, but you'll reconsider if you hear me out.
Well, Commander, the Consul is a master manipulator. Trying to speak with him may be more dangerous than simply slaying him on the spot.
We'll see.
You're
We'll see.
entirely out of your jurisdiction. And were I within reach, I would strike down this apostate dog myself. If you wish for me to entertain your argument, you will silence him.
Speech, attack, inspire. No, Tristan, I need you to stand down, buddy. I'm sorry.
If you've a plan, I trust you to see it through. But I shall keep a hand on my hammer throughout.
It's your
Oh,
time
that's fine.
that's running out, not mine. So go on. Tell me all the ways I'm wrong. Better yet,
You're terrible
tell
at
the
your
whole
job.
room how His Eminence, the Sovereign, was wrong. This was originally his plan, after all. I am merely a partner seeing it carried out.
2. It's futile. You're losing support of your people, and there's no undoing that.
Yes, well, we also lost the support of the Order. But can one truly call that a loss? We would have drowned already in the seas of war with the weight of their inaction around our necks. The same can be said for any subject who wavers. They are dead weight, and we must cast them off straight away. Once I win the war and leave those naysayers behind, harsh action will be swiftly forgotten. And once I provide for the needs of my subjects, I will have them forever.
You'd be a fool to write off dissenters. They won't hesitate to hit you where it hurts.
For every traitor in our midst,
I have no
thousands of
information,
loyalists
apparently.
remain. If anyone attempts to move against me, they are merely announcing themselves as the chaff to be cut. And they promptly will be.
Tristan, let him know what arbiters... He might get mad if I say this. Tristan, let him know what the arbiters think of him.
The Arbiters no longer support you, Consul.
That is very
Those
true.
naive enough to retain some measure of trust shall no longer, once they learn of your actions here.
There. Was that so hard addressing your betters in a proper fashion? You'll note that all the brightest, most efficient Protectorate minds were assigned to the Sentinels to ensure the history of Arcadia is not sullied. But the Arbiters, they've quite outlived their usefulness. Just one more thing I intend to fix. The people will understand in time. They only care that they are provided for.
So about your plan to save Arcadia, yeah, you've got to know it's doomed to fail.
So you say. but you've yet to deliver any compelling evidence.
Though it matters not, you've little chance of swaying me. I am doing what I must to restore this colony to what our matriarch envisioned. Free of war, strife, heresy. You will not distract me from taking what is owed to us.
I see the matriarch's writings. You have no idea what she envisioned.
I will not be lectured by an outsider. It's just like the Earth Directorate, or any other interloper, to claim to better know the customs of those they invade. Certainly if you had your way, you would claim Arcadia as yours, and rewrite history to suit your own aims.
Matriarch down to the Protectorate's survival. She knew pride would be the undoing. No, the Matriarch's son rewrote history. He betrayed her wishes, and this is the result. I don't know which one is better to do. Maybe I can do both.
Heresy!
I found her correspondence with the first bishop. She explicitly said she feared the Arcadian experiment would end as all similar projects did before it, in a crumbling heap of hubris.
The matriarch foresaw many things. To think that we were not set apart from lesser societies, it is humbling. And it appears we have fallen prey to the very thing she warned of.
What's more, her own son steered Arcadia wrongly. The matriarch was heartbroken.
What do you mean, steered wrongly? If Reuben was not carrying out her wishes as intended, then the Protectorate have strayed far from the matriarch's light. But
yes.
Regardless of how I may have misstepped before, I am not in the wrong now. All your so-called arguments are pure hearsay.
You allow your resolve to be shaken when millions lie dead? If I had not traveled with the commander, I would attempt to slay you on the spot. Instead, I shall appeal to any lingering remnant of your honor to do what is right.
Do not speak to me as though I must be punished. And you claimed so boldly that this plan of mine would fail. So, where is it? Where is your proof?
You will not be vindicated if you kill millions of your people. Let's say, look at this report. This is probably. Can still do the right thing. Speech 13. We'll do this one. Measure will fail miserably. See, here's the thing. Having high speech right here is good. It's not that high, but it's like, whatever. I'll do the report one.
Bah, report. The abstract means little when compared to reality. Look outside. Is it failing now?
Looks like it. Yes, look closely. Anything you restore will be reverted to how it was just before destruction.
That's not true. Despite how things appear at present, with time, this station, all of Arcadia, and all of its people will be made whole.
Wrong. Your people's bodies may become whole, but their sense of self gone forever. Determined that the rift table cannot be stabilized, I spoke to him myself.
Yes, well, I find that man's attitude can skew results even more than a thumb on the scale. But if he's correct, as he quite typically is, I don't understand. Surely every step leading to this moment was in accordance to the grand plan. All the pieces fit. Either someone has made a terrible mistake.
You could have not made a mistake, you're right.
This is merely a conspiracy to mislead us.
You're dumb. You will not be vindicated if you kill millions of your people. All right, here we go. Now I can do it.
And
So
leave
I can
the
do both.
traitors and invaders alive? No! Death is the only way forward.
He's just on a
Only
suicide
be
mission.
made pure from the ashes, despite whatever supposed proof you have to the contrary.
I'm so glad I did not bring Azla. If you're wrong, you will destroy everything you claim to love. Nothing is worth that risk.
Claim? If you cannot see the truth of my devotion written plain, then now I see why you are against me so. But you are wrong about the risk. We are losing this war. It is inevitable. The victors will brutally subdue us until we become corrupted. Until we forget our principles, our history, the very core of who we are. It is better that we perish together as proud Protectorate, proud Arcadians. Preserving our purity is a mercy. More than that, is it not love?
Really? And then we get speech 20. Freaking cringe. Oh my, this is dumb. That pisses me off. I need speech 20 for this. Dumb. Whatever. You know what? Here we go. Where are you? What? Okay.
My injuries are not
Holy cow, he just destroyed me. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I know I can't do this. If I wonder if I can respec. So I can respec, then I'll definitely come in here with better stuff. Got teabag him. Got teabag him. Oh wait, that's the wrong. Wait, no, that okay. I'm so confused. They look. His name was above that, so I was so confused. I was like, am I shooting Tristan? Hello. How do I... What do I do? I have to kill everyone first.
My injuries are not superficial. You have my thanks and my hammer.
Error! The Reconstitution has grown increasingly volatile and the Rift has lost control capabilities. Closure of the Rift via conventional means is no longer possible. Brace for catastrophe. Or catastrophic event.
Seems all my considerable efforts here have been ill spent. Total Rift destabilization is imminent. Our last resort is our only resort now. We need to fly the Rift modulator in.
Knew there'd be a catch. Something we didn't plan for. On the bright side, Tristan owes me 5 bits.
Oh, brighten up, everyone. Not all of us need go, but someone present will need to take one for the team.
Maybe there's another way.
Appreciate the Order and I will use the schematics and the processed Rift data to mass produce modulators that are usable at a distance. These pesky rifts will soon no longer plague the colonies.
So much information I don't know of. If I have to die, I'm taking you all with me. No, we'll handle this. Go now. Give humanity a chance.
Well, now, I suppose this is goodbye, isn't it? I should say how I appreciate you helping me and avoid tearing up about how this all fell to you.
Come down to us.
No need to belabor this. I will fly the ship. Back on Greater Tranquility, you wish to give me a chance to atone for my mistakes. I'd say that opportunity has come.
If this is not some jest, then I misjudged you, DeVries. Being willing to make up for past misdeeds takes true iron.
Thank you. I'll ensure everyone knows about your sacrifice.
Magnanimous. But it's not for my legacy that I'm doing this. Now go.
Just like that, they're all gone. Wow. I still hope there's transmissions we'll hear. I hope we can hear like Phineas Wells. That'd be so sick, dude. Here's a job well done.
In the end, our
Augustine DeVries chose to die to atone for her actions. And yet, even that hope faded in her final moments, as she realized nothing would make up for what she had done. But at least she'd not have to live with her guilt any longer. Thanks to the commander's quick thinking in sparing it from the Vox station's fiery crash, Paradise Island's Fairfield remained a profitable company town for Auntie's Choice. Auntie's Choice assumed control over the day-to-day workings of Matriarch's Mercy, the better to monitor their new colleagues in the Order. The monastery, however, returned to normal operation, tracking the clockwork of the grand plan. The monastery's abbot became a scapegoat for recent tragic events, having not detected Wiley's dastardly schemes. His superiors demoted him, mainly to show their corporatist allies that academics could keep their people in line too. Seer Wiley fled the Order and sought refuge in a backwater Arcadian town to contemplate his failings. As word of the ex-seer's arrival spread, people lined up for predictions, forsaking the math that...
Okay, my game crashed.
Seer Wiley fled the Order and sought refuge in a backwater Arcadian town to contemplate his failings. As word of the ex-seer's arrival spread, people lined up for predictions, forsaking the math that failed him. He offered obvious yet effective advice instead.
Okay,
After
this is where I left
Fort
off.
Endurance against a fierce Mantisaur attack, Executive Warchek was awarded a commendation for profit-securing stalwartness, as well as promotion to regional manager. He eventually passed peacefully in his sleep at the scientifically astounding age of 6. Following the rigors of the extensive mission in Arcadia, Val began to malfunction in peculiar ways, talking to herself, hovering inches from the floor, threatening major appliances. Niles ultimately and tearfully decided to deactivate her
I bet I needed
of these strange incidents.
to do more of that.
Agent Niles Ibarra achieved the rank of commander, earning renown as a formidable agent, unafraid to challenge the status quo within the Earth Directorate. He recruited his friend Zebulon Tran to the Earth Directorate, a gesture of gratitude for not airing the Directorate's dirty laundry. Together, they vowed to reform the agency from within, so it might never again bargain with authoritarian governments. Ultimately, Niles rose to the position of Secretary General. His term saw the Earth Directorate at its most popular, or, in the eyes of corporations and tyrannical governments, most feared. Inez's convincing appeals to the press earned her clout in reforming Auntie's Choice's cruel grafting program. Yet it was a constant struggle, rife with red tape and pushback from program executives. This was Inez's new battle, one she would fight for the rest of her life. Utilizing what he learned alongside the commander, Tristan attempted to reform Protectorate society from within. But with no authority figure to lead its subjects, the Protectorate was a shell of its former self. Asa finally achieved her dream of dying in a rift. All it took was a daring and blood-soaked heist of a modulator to create a rift that she then summarily leapt into. Thus Asa remained a fanatical member of the Glorious Dawn, spreading the truth of the rifts to her final agonized breath. With the modulator schematics shared as joint intellectual property, Auntie's Choice and the Order's partnership remained steady, despite the need for constant compromise. For a time, the Arcadia colony thrived. Auntie Cleo went through the motions of accommodating the Order, yet privately aspired to keep free trade anything but free. She began a new initiative. Any corporation or government that refused her trade conditions was promptly dealt with, either via takeover or strategic use of rifts. Auntie made her first public appearance in years, inspiring a fashion trend in bubble helmets. In no time at all, she won more public support than Ruth, which she sought to use as leverage when the time was right. Unable to acquire the chemicals needed for the process, Ruth Bassar nevertheless attempted to interface with the archive and died immediately. Her successor banned any future interfacing attempts and led the Order in a much more cautious direction, delaying their progress for at least a century. Adrift without firm leadership, Protectorate subjects struggled with post-war life. A small band of hardliners collaborated to preserve their society in the face of Arcadia's new leadership. When Sovereign Varric was discovered in mental refreshment, the Order and Auntie's Choice bickered over what to do with him. They ultimately decided to announce his death, while letting him live the rest of his addled days behind closed doors aboard the undisputed claim. Until one day, Amos stumbled upon the Sovereign's private quarters and freed him, rocking the colony with a brief scandal. Despite the recent tumultuous events in Arcadia, it was business as usual for Free Market Station. Sub Rosa continued to supply the colony in the wake of the commander's actions. Unable to die in their sacred rift after it was closed, the Glorious Dawn heeded a new calling, seeking the modulators needed to create new rifts, so that they could die in those instead. The dangerous experimental research of Marisol's contact from Point Obviation lived on, with a Seer predicted 11.9% probability of yielding a universe-ending catastrophe. Meanwhile, an entrepreneurial work group of chemistricians unveiled a new flavor of Purple Berry Crunch. The rift compromise between the Order and Auntie's Choice led to prioritized assistance for the colonies that agreed to favorable trading terms. The so-called Auntie's Loyalty Program tripled the corporation's net worth. Meanwhile, the Order was able to sermonize their version of scientism alongside Auntie's marketing and PR onslaught, at least to colonies in Auntie's Loyalty Program. Many outside died because their rifts weren't closed in time. All of these events turned on the decisive actions of the Earth Directorate agent and their unique way of navigating Arcadia, its disparate factions, social complexities, ubiquitous product placement, and arsenal of absurdly satisfying weaponry. But through it all, and to this day, Earth has remained inexplicably dark.
I'm glad that they brought that up. That was good. I don't know if, like, I know it's like there's a lot of different endings in this. I just don't know if overall I did the the true ending, I guess you could say. Don't know if that actually, if that's gonna roll into like a next game or something. Because I'm fairly certain they're doing like a Fallout type of deal where it's like each game that they make is gonna be like a different story in a different place, but there's going to be an overarching story, like the whole Earth thing, and maybe the rifts, I'm sure, probably going to come into play in a different game a little bit, but they probably won't be as prominent, and I'm sure they'll make references to Arcadia and crap. And well, that's it apparently.
If you're concerned about carrying around an untested volatile experimental science weapon that draws energy from the aether, wait till you find out what's in a crab witch.
Okay. So is there not like a new game thing? Doesn't look like it. You just go straight into it. You know, I don't know how to feel about this. I might end up coming back to it and trying to see if I can convince him to stop it otherwise. But what'll probably end up happening is kind of like what DeVries does, is he'll be like, oh, I can't stop it. I'll just fly into it. You guys can all leave. So then DeVries will survive, which the way things were, she was obviously still very depressed. So she might have just gone in hiding and just freaking, drank herself till she died or something. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think it would have been much different than DeVries doing it. I don't know. I just don't like the level cap. I don't know what they're doing. Is they're probably just gonna They're probably gonna do what they did with the first game, where they just re-release. Probably it's gonna be like an Auntie's Choice edition or something like that, and it's just, you know, maybe slightly better graphics, but then it's also gonna have a few more life improvements. Instead of just adding it to the game, you're gonna have to buy it, like an entirely new game, which is gonna be annoying. Assuming that's what they're gonna do. I know they did that with the first game because apparently, I don't know if this is true, but I heard that they were like rushed or something like that with the first game to get it out. So they ended up kind of revamping some things in it, in the Spacer's Choice edition or whatever. I was kind of hoping there would be like a scene where a flood of comms comes flying in and like ships come flying in immediately, like, holy cow, I can't believe, like trying to figure out what it is, and then you just see one ship that's like the Unreliable or something. That'd be so, that would have been just super cool, just as kind of like a thing where it's like, because it's 10 years in the future, so I assume this happens at least 10 years after the first game happens, so it's like, you know, the good ending with that is that the colony survives, which I assume is probably the true ending or whatever. I don't really know if they have any true endings in this. There might be like a really bad ending, but then every other ending is usually like the overarching stories, like with the rifts and Earth not like still being dark. It probably is gonna stay the same usually, but who knows? Maybe there isn't really. Maybe there's just like whatever, just a bunch of endings, and just whatever one we choose is going to be the true one. I don't know. I think it's too early to tell if they have plans to make a third one. I know they announced this one, the second one, I think like a year and a half, maybe. It might even been after the second DLC came out for the first game that they announced this. They just made like an announcement trailer. But I would assume they would make a third one. I don't know how successful this one was. I thought the first one, I liked, obviously it was like one of my favorite games, but I thought people didn't like it. And then they announced the second one, and then it was like 3 years later, and I was like, I don't think they're ever gonna make it. But obviously here we are. But yeah, I definitely missed a lot I could do. There seemed to be something insane I could do on the Undisputed Claim where I could like turn off the life support systems. I don't know if that's Auntie Cleo's life support system or if that's the entire ship. Who knows? But yeah, that would be crazy if I could do that. There's definitely a decent amount of replayability in this, it seems. It just sucks because so I like the first game is, even with the level cap, you could get quite a bit of points into everything, where you could pretty much do everything. You do all the side quests in like the first third of the game, and you'd hit the max level, and then you have enough levels to pretty much do like level everything up enough to where you could get all the factions to help each other out and stuff like that. But I just hope, I know the first one, people had mods. They added mods for the first one before they released the Spacer's Choice edition. So in like a year or two, when I come back to this, I'll probably look into that just to see if I can download a mod that'll allow me to level up past level 30. But who knows? That really did, like, when I hit that level cap, I was like, I don't care to do the really small, like the tasks, essentially, which I'm sure I could get some information that could help out with stuff, but at least in the first game, there wasn't really that. So this one, it's like, okay, there's definitely that kind of like, you need this information type of stuff, which definitely helps out a lot. So kind of let you know you're missing a lot. Like that last talking to the console, there's a lot of stuff that I apparently have missed, but still a good game though. I was like, the not being able to level up a gun kind of sucks, but the amount of weapons that were in it was kind of overwhelming. And that's why I had like, same with the armor. I just had insane amounts of weapons and armor that in like the first game, when if I go and replay it, I will only have like at most one set of armor and then like 2 or 3 guns, because I just don't care to use anything else. Whereas in this, it was like I was constantly just like wanting to switch guns And then I got to the point where I had so many that it was just overwhelming when I opened up my inventory, so I just kind of stuck with the ones I had. But it definitely, it was, I wouldn't say it was better, like the way the like scaling worked, just because I didn't like that you'd have to now use skill points to level up your guns. If I knew that, I would have honestly never leveled up. Like, if I knew there was a level cap, I would have never put anything into guns. I would have strictly done, like, anything else. But, you know, it's a big increase when you level up guns, but it's like, you just can't, like, there's no point in doing it, because you could just get a good gun. Like the heavy gun, dude, that thing is so OP. I'm sure in a harder difficulty, obviously, you'd probably want that more. And who knows? Maybe a harder difficulty, you can level up more, which would be cool, but also kind of dumb. But I don't know. That's my only gripe with this. I hate games that add that. I understand they're like trying to, it makes me feel like they're trying to force you into being like a class, I guess you could say. Like, you have to decide that you're going to only spend points on science or lockpicking or whatever have you. And I understand why you'd want to do that, because it kind of does artificially create replayability, because then you're like, okay, well, I got my science up to 20 and I got my medical up to 20. Now this time I'm going to have engineering up to 20 and hack up to 20 the next time I play through it, type of thing. And it's like, realistically, you're only getting a few more options, and then you're missing out on the options that you did have previously. And it's just, I just don't like that, because I would just rather be able to do everything in one playthrough and play through that first playthrough longer than playing it multiple times just to get a couple different options here and there. Like the last one, you could probably get something that could dramatically change the outcome, but like if I had hack 20 or something, I think it was hack 20 and lockpick 20, that if I had either one of those at the end, I could have gotten some more information that would have helped me convince him. But again, I think it would have just been like DeVries, where he's like, it doesn't work, I'm gonna have to fly the ship in, and then everyone, including DeVries, survives, whereas instead him and DeVries are dead, which honestly DeVries kind of deserved it, I'll be honest. But yeah, still fun. I still enjoyed it. Yeah, that's really the only gripe I have is the leveling. Nothing else really jumped out at me too much. All of the like worlds and stuff, they looked very good and definitely new. I was a little annoyed that there were like the Raptidons and the Mantisaurs were in it. It was cool that there's different variants, but I was expecting, like, we're in a different star system, so I was expecting like completely different animals, and there were the Ursopods, and like, I don't know if the spider dudes were in the first game. I don't think they were. And then also, I don't think there was frost damage in the first game, which is also pretty cool. So like the frozen planet Cloister was pretty cool. But other than that, I just don't like that they kept the Raptidons and Mantisaurs. I wish they came up with new creatures other than those two. Or at the very least mentioned why they're so prominent, because two completely different star systems, it's highly doubtful that evolution would create very, very closely related animals without having some sort of crossing, like someone accidentally bringing over something somehow. I don't know. It would have been nice if they mentioned that somewhere. I'm sure if they do, obviously I didn't see it, but I wish it would be more prevalent at some point, but who knows? Maybe it was and I was just too dumb. But yeah, that'll be it. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.